Hello friends and welcome to another Bluebird Art Studios video. My name is Miss Emma and today we'll be drawing a deer with colored pencil. Let's get started. For our first step, we're going to draw a circle in the middle but slightly to the right and slightly down on our paper. Above this we'll make a line that curls upward and back down, ending about this far from the edge of the page on either side. Now coming out from our circle, we're going to make two lines. The first one right here and going this direction, and the second one down below it going this direction. Then we'll connect them with one more line where we soften the edges. This makes the snout for the nose of our deer. Now we're going to draw the ears. We'll sketch out two different diamond shapes. The first one goes right on top of the head. It'll be the ear furthest away from us. And the second goes here. They should look like leaves once we've sketched them out. Now we'll create the leg of the deer. We'll begin on the left side of our paper and have the line curve down and back up as we get closer and continue into the nose. Now I'm going to mirror this in the other direction, and now we have the back leg, so we're going to make the hoof at the front. The foot of the deer is going to pop out about here, so we'll do a small line and then angle it a bit more downward, and we'll draw two curved lines to make a hoof, with the second sitting just above the first. Then we'll connect these lines, make one more angled line to bring the hoof back into the deer, and then add one line in the very front separating the hoof. Now we can draw out where the nose is going to go. So we'll sketch out a line and then do a curled line under it to make it go into somewhat of a triangle shape. We'll also draw a line on the biggest ear, which comes down into the deer's head, just like this. To make the deer's front feet, we'll do two lines. The first is going to come down from the line we've made from the body, and it'll go straight down and then make a bit of an angle, and we'll do another short line. The other one will curl out from about here and go down, and then angle it back towards the deer's body. And in the middle of this one, we'll create a line so it shows that the leg is folded over. At this point, we can also darken the lines that we have made that we know we're going to keep, as well as erase the ones that we know that we won't need. Now to make the back leg, we'll draw a line which starts here and goes down into the head, and then it'll come back out right here and curl into the bottom foot, and then to make the back of the leg, curl inward from the shape we've made here, and then back up. At this point, we can darken the line of the deer's back and follow this line down to make the tail. Curl it in and then bring it back to the deer's body. Now we're going to go in with more details for our drawing. To make our eye, I'm going to do a slanted line about here in the middle of the head, and then another one going in the other direction. From the bottom line, I'm going to fan out a few more lines under it. So we have our first and our second and our third, which will make the appearance of eyelashes. Once again, we'll erase any overlapping lines that we've made while adding our details. We'll also add a line right here to add some detail to the back leg, and then start making the marks on the back of our deer. These marks should be organic in shape. Some of them will look a little bit like circles or jelly beans or even rocks. These dots will cover everywhere on the top and back of the deer. After this, we'll also add some detail lines to the tail. I'm adding 3 swooped lines like this. Now we can start on our background. I'm drawing 2 horizon lines on either side of the deer, adding some marks for the grass, and for this part we don't need to be too detailed. We want to keep all of the focus on the deer. And then I'm drawing some bushes on either side of the deer to separate the ground and the sky. At this point, we'll grab an orangey brown colored pencil and begin coloring in the deer itself. I'm concentrating this color as much as I can at the top of the back and letting it ombre down as I go. Also make sure that the strokes of your pencil are going in the same way that the fur would go. After I've used this color to fade down the back of the deer, I'm also using it to add some shadows to the crevices on the deer. Once we've shadowed the lines, we can also shadow the shapes. As you see, I'm doing a shadow on the bottom of some of the legs. And then starting on the ears. Make the base of the ear the darkest and then fade it to lighter as you're going up. We'll also make the area between the eyes on the deer the darkest and then fade down and upward. Darken the area around the tip of the nose. And I'm creating a bit of an arch above the eye that I'm not drawing within. This makes one of the characteristic markings of the deer's face. Continuing down, I'll use this color to shade the bottom of the face and the inside of the ear. And after we've covered this area, we're going to switch to our black colored pencil and color in the nose, leaving room for a bit of a highlight at the top of the nose. And then darken the lines we have made for our eye with that black colored pencil as well. I'll use it lightly to shade in the hoof that we've made. And now switching to a more ashy brown, I'm going to go over any of the lines that we have showing through from the pencil marks that we've originally made. You can also use this brown to lightly shadow and shade more. After you've finished with your brown, we're going to go ahead and switch to our green and make just a solid base on the grass beneath the deer. I'm not making this too dark because we don't want to take any attention away from the deer, so it's also going to be a very simple background. After you've colored it in completely, we're going to go in with a lot harder marks and go over those grass marks that we've made. Then again, putting more pressure on the colored pencil, we're going to add a shadow beneath the deer. Moving upward, I'm using the same colored pencil to color in the bushes that we've made. And don't forget to use a harder line to do an outline. And now switching to a light blue, I'm going to color in all of the sky. Again, make sure that your pencil marks are going in the same direction to make it look neat. And after you have finished this step, we are done with our drawing. Thanks for watching, creative friends. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I hope you've had fun creating this masterpiece with me today. We'd love to see what you've made, so feel free to share your art with us. See you next time and stay artsy.